The day I gave birth to my son, it happened with nothing more than a single sneeze. The doctors were completely stunned. My baby was so tiny he could fit inside the palm of my hand. They looked at me with pity and said he probably wouldn't survive the night. But my son proved them wrong. He survived. As the years passed, he grew older, but his body never did. By the age of 12, his height stopped changing completely. His eyesight was also very poor, and because of his unusual appearance, people gave him the nickname Red. Watching people laugh at my son broke my heart. His classmates treated him like a toy, and even some of his teachers never showed him the kindness every child deserves. Still, he never complained. He simply smiled and endured everything in silence. The only child who truly accepted him was a boy named Joe. Joe never cared about my son's size. Every day, he rode him around on a little seat he had attached to his bicycle, and the two of them spent hours swimming together at the lake. For the first time, I saw my son experience real friendship. Then tragedy struck. The first time my son ever hit a baseball, he was so excited. But that happiness lasted only a second. The ball accidentally struck Joe's mother in the head, and she died instantly. My son blamed himself for everything. He ran to the lakeside alone and cried until he had no tears left. At the funeral, he hid far away because he couldn't bear to face Joe. Instead, he quietly left a paper bag filled with his most precious baseball cards outside Joe's house. It was his way of saying, "I'm sorry." The next morning, Joe returned the bag. Inside was his favorite stuffed toy. Without saying a single word, Joe forgave him. Seeing their friendship survive such heartbreak reminded me that kindness still existed in this world. Not long afterward, another nightmare came. One afternoon, the school bus was driving beside the lake when a wild bear suddenly ran onto the road. The driver lost control, and the bus plunged into the water. Inside, children screamed in terror. The teacher was knocked unconscious, and the driver abandoned every child just to save himself. But my son didn't panic. Alongside Joe, he took charge. He helped organize the children, opened the emergency exit, and guided them out one by one. After everyone escaped, he counted the students. One child was still missing. Without thinking twice, my son went back into the sinking bus. He found the trapped child, but just as they tried to escape, the bus shifted deeper into the lake, sealing the only exit. Knowing there was no time left, my son used every ounce of strength he had to lift the child toward a window. After several desperate attempts, the glass finally opened. The child escaped, but before my son could follow, the sinking bus trapped him beneath the water. Joe refused to give up. Again and again, he dove into the freezing lake until he finally found my son and pulled him to safety. Every child survived that terrible accident because my little boy, who everyone underestimated, risked his own life to save them all.